Unified School District it was set to reopen for in-person education in February, but under new state guidelines, that is no longer an option. Action News 8 reporter Caitlin Conrad joins us live from Carmel with a detailed look at what's become a very divisive issue in Carmel.
Aaron, the school district received its waiver back in November, but because it never acted on it, it's no longer valid under the state's new guidelines for reopening schools. It's an issue that has parents very frustrated.
Like parents across the nation, many families in Carmel are fed up with distance learning. This week, we met with a group of 15 moms and dads who gave us a snapshot of what their children have gone through since March.
It was obvious very quickly that my daughter was learning nothing.
I think for a 5-year-old, it's impossible. They're upset, they're frustrated, they're moody.
The problems have led to just over a 10% drop in enrollment at Carmel's 3 elementary schools as parents leave the most affluent district in the county for in-person education at private schools.
My husband and I both work, and we couldn't put our kids through another year of staring at a screen home all day. And so they've been in private school, back on campus 5 days a week since September. And they're thriving.
Parent Sarah Miller says they're using money from their 3 children's college funds to cover private school tuition. Other parents have chosen the homeschool route, a decision that also comes with sacrifices.
Because of everything that happened, my business had suffered quite a bit. So it meant that we were fortunate enough that I had the opportunity to have the time to actually do the instructions.
But for those who can't afford alternatives, they say their kids are missing out on the education they pay taxes for.
There's so much learning that goes on beyond the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s, just by being present with all their classmates. And I think that's the worst thing about what's happening right now is these kids are suffering.
The latest frustration for these parents is that the district failed to act on a waiver it received back in November that would have allowed the district to bring back elementary school children immediately. Because Carmel Unified never used the waiver, it's no longer good under new state guidelines.
None of us have a crystal ball right now. We didn't know that the guidance was going to shift, and had we known that, there would have been more of an urgency around that. What we've really been trying to do, though, is to look at safety. I mean, safety is the #1 issue that we're grappling with every day.
Safety is a concern, and not all parents think now is the time to bring kids back to the classroom.
We have to be thinking about what's best for our community and how we protect those people in our community that are most vulnerable. And so putting kids together in groups, even small groups, is taking a risk. And right now, we can't afford to take that risk.
Monterey County is still seeing cases from the post-holiday surge. ICU bed capacity remains in the negative. And for some teachers, coming back to school is a risk.
It depends on the teacher. So, for example, I have teachers that are in their 60s and have pre-existing conditions. It's like a 63-year-old with diabetes. Nobody would tell you that's a good plan for them even to leave their house.
Bill Schreier is the president of the Association of Carmel Teachers, and he says some of his union members are desperate to get back to the classroom, but not everyone. And when it comes down to it, it's the district and the board that will have to make the decision because teachers have stated their position.
Our position has been all along that we support a return to in-person schooling as soon as public health authorities determine it's safe.
The California Department of Health and the Monterey County Health Department did just that when both approved Carmel's waiver in the fall. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention released study data just this month showing that the reopening of schools nationwide has not been a major cause of COVID-19 outbreaks, and that reopening elementary schools poses a low risk of transmission. On a small scale, Carmel has proven that the return to school can happen safely. Small groups of all grade levels are back on campus already, including the children of teachers and staff, those with special needs, and those with no internet in the home, leaving parents asking, when can their kids come back too?
The board seems more interested in keeping teachers happy than students. And I think we're in a pandemic. It's a time of shared sacrifice, but at Carmel Unified, parents and students are the only ones making sacrifices. And I think we need to start prioritizing students.
So what happens next? Well, under the new state guidelines, this framework that was released by the California Department of Public Health last Thursday, it requires that any district that did not reopen with a waiver remain closed until cases in that county get below 25 per 100,000. Monterey County is above that threshold right now. Aaron?
And Caitlin, since your interview with the interim superintendent, we have had more drama, apparently, in Carmel Unified. What happened at the board meeting?
Well, last night, the interim superintendent announced that she plans to retire her position on June 30th when her contract expires. This comes after she just took that position on in May when the former superintendent, Barb Del Varga, resigned in May. She'd only been in that position since February of 2017. So a lot of shakeups in just a short amount of time. Erin.
All right, Caitlin, thank you.